Alright, so you failed this twice now. The last video like stopped rendering at like 35 minutes. It's like a 40-minute video. So if this one doesn't go through, then we're gonna switch to OBS when recording this game because clearly Game Capture can't get its shit together. So, alright, we're gonna do the Harpy Lady. Yu wasn't the only duelist who was motivated to win the tournament for a loved one. Despite being a novice duelist, Joey had his own reasons for wanting to win. His sister, Serenity. Yu, I thought we'd be the champion for Serenity's sake. She always counted on me. Even though when we were kids, it was going to win this tournament and the prize money. I'm going to make you, don't lose that. I can't. I'll be honest, I woke up from a nap like half an hour ago. I'm still a little tired, so I don't have it in me. We'll do the user duel. We'll see what happens from there. I went ahead and beat those duels I lost in the last part with a jank user deck I made. I'll show the user deck after this, just so you guys get an idea of what it looks like. It's not phenomenal or anything. You have one fusion monster in your extra deck and add one of the fusion materials name specifically listed from your deck or graveyard of your hand. If you do, for the rest of the turn, you cannot normal monster with the added monster's name. Also, your monster with that name cannot activate their effects. Well, that's pretty standard. So we'll obviously add Thousand Dragon, or Baby Dragon. Baby Dragon. I guess we'll just go for now. I don't know what else to do. So, I have nothing to add this turn. I could use Time Wizard without like a good defense. I don't really feel comfortable putting him on the field. Oh, why does she have like a real Harpy deck? And I have to use this bullshit jank nonsense. This doesn't seem fair. This already doesn't seem fair. Alright. Well, I hate all of this. Why the fuck does mine get a regular deck? Nonsense. I do really like the art for Harpy's Underground, because I think it's super funny that the Ojamas are being like assaulted in it. That being said, I do not like the way this deck is, or this duel is going immediately. But we got Kunai with Chain, so we can't lose now. This does not help any of the cards I have. Also, I can just use Dark Hole. Fear my Dark Hole. Nope, never mind. It's gonna destroy my my trap, because of course it is. Alright, I guess I really don't like her deck, so we're just gonna move on. What the fuck? I hate this. Who thought this was a good idea? Give her a modern goddamn deck. I feel like this is the same as the people who designed Forbidden Memories, where they're like, oh, we'll just put these cards in there. What are the chances the computer will actually draw and use them correctly? And I'm like, very high. It's an AI. It has to. Alright, well, I guess I'll use this fucking Time Wizard, since I got nothing else going on. Here we go. Heads or tails? We're going to go with, I believe this is actually heads. Kuribon. Oh, Gluck isn't in my side today, which doesn't happen to Joey. Joey succeeds in all his roles. I've lost. I can't win. If I lose this quickly, I might just do another duel. Now, we've got to move on. I'm going to lose immediately. So I'm going to play my jank deck, and we'll go from there. So I can't tell if these cards are censored, because in the in this version of Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, when in trouble, take a chance with Time Wizard. Thanks. Great fucking advice. All right. I think Harpy Lady is censored in the American version. I wonder if all the other cards are designed differently because of that censor. All right, we're gonna use my jank deck. So how do I? There's no way for me to like show it, so I'll just show them as it popped up. Basically, I bought a bunch of different packs that were available from all 5 seasons, and I combined them to the best of my ability. It has a lot of Link, decent amount of synchro, or I'm sorry, a lot of Link, a decent amount of XYZ, a decent amount of synchro, a lot of Cyburst monsters, because I figured I should use the new stuff, and then it's got all these lovely cards that just work in any deck, so. I think even if they try to destroy this, I can set another card And I also want to get Solemn Warning out there. So some of these are pretty standard, but I'll explain them just in case. Solemn Warning is like Solemn Judgment, which denies a spell, trap, or even monster summon. I could have played Lady Debug now that I think about it. Basically, it denies a summon for the low cost of 2,000 life points, which is pretty neato. I'm going to use Dust Tornado. One of the big things I wanted to make sure to put in this deck was deck destruction, or back row destruction. So we're going to set that. So here's my question that I've never tested with Dust Tornado. If you destroy a card and then set a card, can you use that set card that turn? Also, this is just one of my personal favorite cards in the game because it's such a weird effect, and this is from either 1st or 2nd gen Yu-Gi-Oh! Basically, they attack it face down. Regardless of if they destroy it or not, it'll attach to them. It'll destroy it at the next turn. And it'll do damage equal to the attack. So not their original attack, the attack of that monster. So I have a lot of fun with this card. This card is normal summoned or special summoned. You can add 1 level 3 or lower Cyburst monster from your deck to your hand. And use effective Lady Debug once per turn. For now, let's use Blast Sphere, because I'm pretty sure they're going to use a stronger card if they can. And we'll let that attach. I'm willing to bet they'll still destroy Blast Sphere before it even goes off. I can't remember if it's on my turn or their turn that it explodes. There we go, Birdface, which has always been one of my favorite named cards. During your opponent's next standby. Okay. Yeah, go ahead, Birdface. It's Beard Facet. Alright. The problem with this is that it means I can't attack this turn. I think it would be a little bit overpowered if it if you could attack the turn, or if it destroyed it the turn that it happened. Alright, so Shard of the Greed is the solution to Pot of Greed being too overpowered. Basically, you put it down, and at the beginning of your standby turn, or your draw phase, maybe? Oh yeah, so during your draw phase, you put a counter on it. So basically, you play it 2 turns later, you can activate it and draw 2 cards. It's like the legal version to play Pot of Greed. I don't think I'm going to try to really make a better deck than this, just because it's jank already. If you control a Cyberse monster, you can special summon this card. And the opponent declares an dark attack. Okay, we're going to use Backup Secretary. So I only put this together with the cards that I had, so they're not like fantastic, but I think they're pretty decent. Alright, what can I special summon? So I can special summon Flame Administrator, which all link monsters you control gain 800 attack, you only control 1. I can also Underclock Taker, 2 effect monsters. Once per turn, you can target 1 face-up monster. This card points to, and 1 face-up monster your opponent controls, and it basically does Elemental Hero or Vision Hero Visions. Sorry, Elemental Hero Visions effect to any card. So I also have the ones that we use in the tutorial. I have where are they? Decode and Encode Talker, but both of those it's 2+. Which means they need at least 3 total to activate. I think Link 3 also is how you know that they need more than 1. So for now, I'm gonna not summon another one, although I could. There'd be really no downside to it. Actually, I'll do that. So we'll summon Flame Administrator for now, and then if we get another monster card, we can turn this into a Link 3 monster, because if you missed it before, you can use already present Link monsters towards new Link monsters. 1 Cyberse Link monster after this card special summon, you take no effect damage for the rest of this turn. Once per battle, if you would take down, you can use no damage. Use this Link material. Only control 1 secure guard. Now, I don't know what that's for and what purpose that would serve outside of like normal. So I'm just gonna chug on ahead. So if I attacked Birdface, it would do 200 life point damage, and it would still be destroyed. If I let Blast Sphere's effect go through, then he takes the full 1800. I don't know what happens to Blast Sphere if he's not there, so I'm going to leave that. Oh no, man, I wasn't prepared for that at all. Magic Cylinder might be my favorite trap card, just because it's just such a fuck you. And negates that attack and does the damage to the opponent. It's so... I think it's more brutal than Mirror Force in a couple ways. Alright, so I think I can use this to make encode talker, or decode talker come out. Effective opponent's monster controls that targets one Cybers monster you control, but negate the effects. Well, that's what you try and okay. So I'm gonna summon this boy. Lockout guard now. I think I should be able to special summon. Yeah. Alright, so I do like Decode Talker. He gains 500 points for every, what do you call it? Effect monster. And then Encode Talker, if this monster battles with the higher attack, you can make the monster unable to be destroyed. I think it has to be pointing to. This card points to. They're both good, but they both only really function with other cards. It destroys opponent's monster by battle and sends a graveyard. Contribute one monster. This card points to special summon. This one has a pretty cool effect, but I don't have any extra monsters yet. I'm gonna use you know what? I'm gonna use Encode. No, we'll use Decode Talker because I think it's more useful. It's also worth noting that Link monsters in the graveyard, unless stated otherwise, don't seem to have any restrictions from coming back in the graveyard. So I have 3 Call of the Haunted in this deck. Also, this one must be important. It's got an animation. I don't hate the design of this one either. I think the like weird Neo Future designs they've been using for a while, like Utopia and I guess just Utopia. I don't really like Utopia's design from Zexal. I don't hate Odd Eye's design. It's fine. It's dragon, so it's different. I like that it has like a different form, like synchro, fusion, etc. But these seem fine. Encode and Decode Talker. I assume they're main monsters. That's why there's animations for them. I was lucky to get one of each when I was pulling packs, because I didn't get that much variance. We have Link Streamer. Oh man. Sub for sub. Oh, you know, subscribe to Patreon. Oh, it's Link Streamer. Okay. What do you do? When a Cybers monster is normal summon or special summon to your set of field, you can special summon a token. Neat. Its attack's not terrible, so I'll send it in attack mode, and this will also bump up Decode Talker. And I can't really do anything else. I can hope that he gets through. I'm playing a risky play here. Yeah. I'm glad they balanced my like ridiculously overpowered deck with Harpy Girl. Yeah, the only reason I'm really doing this, or I've really made this deck, was to show off Link monsters, because I just want to be like a tagline. Link monsters, not as complicated as you think. They're fairly easy to use. I really do think that the fusion summoning was gutted the most. Probably fusion and synchro together. I think they were gutted pretty hard because there's no because you can only summon one at a time, which I think kind of affects that a lot more than it should. It is good to know that the same cards that have been winning me duels for years still win duels. Like Mirror Force, Magic Cylinder, Swords of Revealing Light. Yeah, all the classics. Alright. Do I have a Link 4 monster yet? I don't know how high up Link monsters go. I assume there's at least Link 5. I'd be surprised if there wasn't like a Link 10 that's like ridiculously annoying to summon. You could just keep building on it. Alright, that one's done. Attack from the Deep. Harpy Lady, My Valentine. We got Harpy Lady, Harpy Lady's Hunting Ground, and Icarus Attack. Icarus Attack sucks, especially because I'm so used to fighting Blackwing decks with it. Alright, we did these 3 last time. We didn't do V-Rains though, so let's do the 3-count rings. We'll use the story deck for this one. And then after this we'll go back to GX and 5Ds. Barring time, of course. Wow, that's a look. Oof. Yikes. I don't know. If he's not a robot, then his head is in trouble. I do like his very anime eyes combined with his ridiculous appearance. Is he the standard first episode thug that they always have to fight? I think the music for this is different. Reinforcement of the army? But that's illegal. I'm not going to know what any of these cards do. And I apologize for that in advance. I don't know what a Goki is with their warrior types, even though they introduced all the Cybers types. If this card is in your hand, you can send one Goki monster, then target one. And if you do, if this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can add one from your deck to the hand. Okay, that makes sense. We got Scapegoat, which would be fun. Sniper's Beacon. You took damage by a battle effect or by opponent's card effect this turn. Add one level 4 or lower to your hand. Ah, I see what this is. This is a hero signal, but light. 3 strikes barrier. If your opponent controls exactly 3 cards, activate one of these effects. This turn, your monsters cannot be destroyed by battle. This turn, you take no battle damage. This turn, each time your monster inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you gain the same amount of life points. I mean, I might as well play it. We got Cyber's Wizard. Once per turn, you can target one attack position monster your opponent controls. Change defense position if you do. For the rest of the turn, your monsters cannot attack except attack that monster. If your Cyber's monster attacks... Ah, that could be fun. Cynet Universe. Why wouldn't they call it Cyber's Universe? Oh my god, it's right there. All link monsters gain 300 attack. Once per turn, you can shuffle... you target one monster in the GY, shuffle it into the deck. If this card is on the field and destroyed by a card effect, send all monsters in the extra monster zones to GY. Once per turn, you can target one monster in the GY, shuffle in the... Okay, I see what it means. I mean, that's an okay effect. That's not really game-breaking. Okay, and what do we got here? We have Proxy Dragon, Link Spider, Link Bumper, Honeybot, Encode, and Decode Talker. Okay. I can work with those. So my first instinct is to try and get Scapegoat out here. Well, I can play that next turn. I think I might go defensive for the first turn. And then if they try to attack, which they may, because they want me to attack this, and while I can get a cool, like, 800 attack points against it, sorry, 1800 attack point damage, it doesn't seem like it'll work in the long run. Damage by a battle or by an opponent's card effect this turn. Goki Suprex, that's not a suplex. He's the same belt as that dude. When this card is normal summoned, you can special summon one Goki monster from your hand. That's not good. Card is sent from the field of the GY. You can add one Goki card from your hand, from your deck to your hand. As long as I can delay the cards being added from the deck to the hand as much as possible, I should be okay. Now that I think about it, I probably could have done that. I probably could have used these effects last turn. Oh, my opponent only has 3 cards. This is perfect. I think. Sheep tokens. Alright, we're going to try and get a couple link monsters here. I'm not great at comboing or linking the monsters yet, which is... seems like I'm defeating the purpose, but I'm just not quite there yet. Alright, Link Spider, one normal monster, so I can keep making Link Spiders, I guess. If that works... because I think I have to put it here, right? So Link Spider, and then cannot do another Link. Oh, that's right. Don't they have? Do they have a restriction where you can only make so many of them? I know for Link Spider I can only make one because then it'll just point downwards. I can do Proxy Dragon though. The card you control would be destroyed by battle or by card effect. You can destroy. Okay, hang on. Let's do this and this. I think I can make this work. And then Proxy Dragon, okay. And then I think what's the requirement for these two? This one needs effect monsters, this one needs Cyber's monsters. This one needs Cyber's monsters. Neither player can target monsters this card points to with card effects, okay. Once returned at the end of the damage step, each monster this card points to attacked an opponent's link monster. Okay, well they're not. There's no link monsters yet. Alright, how do I proceed? I could just use these two, I think. Because they're both Cybers. And then I could create other monsters with this to power up those monsters, I think. So let's go with Decode Talker first. This one also... hold on. If your monster this card points to battles an opponent's monster with higher attack, you can make that monster unable to be destroyed. Also, you take no battle damage from that battle. You have this card or one monster it points to gain attack until the end of this turn. Okay, I see. That's an interesting effect. I'm going to try messing around with it. Because I've successfully used decode, but now let's use encode. Why doesn't he get a summon animation? I assume they're two parts of the same coin. Okay. We've got Proxy Dragon and we've got Link Spider. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these two. My last scapegoats. This is taking me a while, but that's also because I don't really know how to use these. I can only imagine the Link monsters have made this game take so much goddamn longer. That's the only conclusion I've come to here. Yes, this should be fine. And then I guess we'll just play an effect monster. Once per turn, you can target one attack position monster. Okay, that should be okay. And then, yeah, hang on. And change the defense position. If you do for the rest of the turn, your monsters cannot attack except to attack that monster. What is his effect exactly? I want to know if I can attack him and steal his attack points. With higher attack than it, you can make that monster be unable to be destroyed by battle. Also, you take no damage after the battle. Okay. So what I'm going to do... I don't know if this is going to work. Also, oh, I can activate this. So each time your monster inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you gain the same amount of life points. We'll do that one. And then do I want to summon anything else? We've got encode, which I think I can just combine those two. Yes? Actually, this might be a good combination here. Yes. And then this. Is it going to tell me where to place it? I might just do this just to consolidate. I think if I do it here, they both power each other up. I'm still learning Link monsters. Please be patient with me. They seem cool, but also annoying, and I want to figure it out. Okay. We've got this handy-dandy thing. Okay. And then I can shuffle. This card is on the field. It's destroyed by card effects, and all monsters in the extra one. Okay. Neat. So let's have you attack you. Uh-oh. Some monsters can destroy it by battle during... You can reduce from this battle to 0 and special someone at the end of the damage step. Ah, fuck. Ah, not Boxer. I know that card. I've used him in Duel Links. We're gonna just... right on through. Is that a once per turn thing? Yes, okay. That's good. Cyber's Beacon should give me some bit of protection. We'll see. Alright, come on. I just realized this dude's name is the Gore. What are you planning here? Your attack position. Target 2 different Goki monsters in the graveyard. Special summon them in defense position. You can only reactivate, or you can only activate 1 per turn. Uh-oh. What is this one? You can target 1. Its attack becomes half its original attack until the end of this turn of this card. Uh-oh. That's not good. That's definitely not good. Goki the Great Ogre. All monsters in the field lose attack equal to their original defense. Oh, that's why they all have 0. You motherfucker. And they all come back to the grave. Oh, I don't like this at all. This is chaining in a way I wish it wouldn't. I thought I had him on the ropes, but I was wrong. I'm trying to read his effect. Stop it. Every we destroy a battle, you can destroy one of the monsters it points to. Luckily, it doesn't point to anything. Row. Encode talker. Hang on. Once per turn, before damage calculation, if your monster this card points to battles and opponent's monster with higher attack, you can make that monster unable to be destroyed at that battle. Also, you take no damage from that battle after damage to have this card. Yes? Ho-ho. Alrighty then. Oh, and they don't have defense either, so its effect doesn't mess with them. Ah. I see. I'm learning. This was actually beneficial for me. This card is sent to the GY. You can special summon this card. If this card is banished, you can special summon this card. You can only use 1 Dotscaper effect per turn and only once per duel. Okay. I'm going to set you for now, my friend. I appreciate your effect, but I do not need it at the moment. Alright. This seems like a gimme. This one have something about if this card would be destroyed by battle or card if it can destroy one monster this card points to. But it points to nothing, you fool! Oh no. Forgot about Desperate Tag. Damn it. I really need some defense piercing at this point. I mean, I'm dealing damage though, so that's something. My guess is that he's gonna just link that monster up again, which is fine. We'll just have to be more careful. I mean, as far as I tribute summon. Oh, it's this motherfucker again. I think I'm safe, honestly, as long as those two are connected. They do seem to protect each other pretty well, where I don't have to worry that much. Because even if he does attack, it's not gonna. Nothing will come of this. Hang on. Oh, it's a clear battle. Activate the effect. Yes. Okay. I was like, what? Wait. Hang on. Why? Alright. It's an interesting effect. I wonder if I could trigger it on purpose. The opponent's about to end his or her turn. Activate the effect of a card. Yes. We'll do this just for the sake of doing it. What is proxy? If your card you control be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can destroy one of your monsters as card points to instead. Okay. Let's do target 1, attack position, change defense position if you do for the rest of the turn. Your monsters can't attack except attack that monster if your cyber's monster attacks defense position. Okay. So that it's sort of an okay effect, but not what I'm looking for. Card would be destroyed by battle, can destroy the one monster's points to instead. We'll do Proxy Dragon because then I can use it to link another monster. I think that might work out for me. Alright, we have Draco Net. This card is normal summon. You can special summon one level 2 or lower monster from your hand or deck in defense position. Right, let's see if I can. There's Honeybot. If I can target monster this card wins 2 with card effects, and those monsters cannot be destroyed by battle. Let's try that. Use that. Oh shit. I messed up. Okay, hang on. It was me all along. Dotscaper. Problem is I know I can do a lot with this deck. I just don't know specifically what I can do. Which makes this difficult. Okay, so this should form a loop. It's going to make it hard to target these things. Hopefully. In an ideal world. Activate Dotscaper. Why not? Oh, hang on. I might be able to sheeze this. I think I have a plan. Normal summons, you can special summon. I could do another Honeybot. I'm not going to activate Draco Net's effect, but I think I can do another Honeybot. And maybe make this work. I think the problem that's going to fuck this up is if it's targeted for an effect, then I'm fine. But if it's targeted for battle, that's a different story. I can target this card for kind of those monsters can't be destroyed by battle. Okay. No, hang on. I think this works. So these two shouldn't be able to be targeted by effects. He can't be targeted by effects. He can, but I think his effect fixes it or does it. I think he might be the weak link now, actually. Luckily, I have a lot of attack point monsters, or attack monsters, so let's start the show. Attack you. Desperate Tag is fine. And then, that's not great, but I'm gonna kill it. And your dumb effects. As long as I can start whittling away at their attack points. I'm a little worried about my Honeybot situation, because if I make it a loop where only Encode Talker can be targeted, I might be in trouble. It might not go the way I thought it would. But I'm dealing major damage, so even if I lose a monster next turn, I should be able to rally against it. Link monsters are fun. I like the mechanic behind them. I wish there was more options, but obviously there probably are more options. This is just the what do you call it? This is like a starter deck, pretty much. Also, I was looking at some of the monsters, because I got a Blue Eyes from Kaiba, and I was debating putting it in the deck, and instead I went and looked at the would I have this? Oh, I think I have that defense thing. I was yeah, I was looking at the Blue Eyes related cards. They added all of those goddamn monstrous Blue Eyes cards. I don't know what that just did, but I don't like it. I wish you would stop. But yeah, they added all of those Blue Eyes ones, like the ones from the movie and shit, like Chaos Max Dragon and nonsense like that. I'm so fucking excited. I can't wait to start collecting those. Cyber's Beacon. Can I grab something from the graveyard? Survey says no. Survey's fair, honestly. Does this special summon it? Or does this, let's go to normal summoned. Should be one monster, then target one cyber monster in your graveyard. Special summon it, you can only use the effect of Ram Clouder once per turn. I'll do that then. Oh, it does put it in my hand. Shit. I should use the other one. Ram Clouder could be fun. Okay. So, can you tribute this Cyber's monster? Activates. Yes. Yes, and good. Now, can I put it? I can't put it back here. I guess you gotta summon it the normal way to do that. So I can't actually use its effects, which is unfortunate. I can make another one, I guess. I think. Does this count as link summoning it? Survey says yes. Okay. Alright, we'll try and work on this then. I think I have to use that one. But that's a link 2. I need another link if I'm going to summon that one. And I can't summon any more monsters this turn. However, I do have a lot of attack power here, so we're just going to attack the Fanchi Smanchy old-timey way. Yeah, I'm not worried about that. I wish they would stop. God, his deck makes me so scared, because these cards seem like they'd be effective in if you can get a serious ball rolling, and I can't tell if he has or not. Although he's also at risk of deck out. I wonder how some of the alternative attack styles would work here. Like if you used a burn deck or a mill deck to try and beat these guys. I wonder how effective they'd be. Campaign duel unlocked. V-Rance. Noise Angel. V-Rance. The 3-count rings. New deck avatar. The Gore. Encode the Cybers. The Gore. Chemicritter reaction. We got Goki the Great Ogre. We got Boxer. Hell yeah. We got Warrior Returning Alive. Nice. Warrior Returning Alive is a good one. Okay. That was 32 minutes. Honestly, we could just end that one. That was 2 duels, but it took a while. I could do 1 GX one. Let's see how long it takes. I'm pretty good with heroes, so I should know how to play this. In theory. I'm also trying to keep this shorter so that the capture actually captures it. Actually, yeah, I'll end this and then we'll start with the Jaden duel in the next one, and then I'll go and do a Yugi one after. Only because I'm worried about technical difficulties, so normally I would keep going. But it seems like the longer the video goes, the more chance it has of breaking. Alright, I will see you guys in the next one. Welcome to the July Patreon and YouTube sub. Thank you guys once again for another amazing month. The anniversary stream went great. And yeah, let's get started. I want to thank Annie, Norm P, Sean, and Art Rev for the $1, Carlos for the 2, Azor for the 3, Happy for the 5, Mons for the 5 as well, and then I'm trying to do it from memory. Hold on. Sir Eniac, Connor Salverwald, and Sean Thomason for the $10, and straight atop their throne, we have Michael Smith and John Barnett with the $15 each. Thank you guys so much. Love you all. And then for YouTube, we have C. Miller, Mayo with the 1 month, Michael Smith, Electric Narwhal, Rap Tax for 4 months, and then John Barnett, Louisa, Sir Eniac, and Maz with the 5 months. You guys are almost Metal Greymon, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, thank you guys again. Don't forget, if you put $5 down on YouTube, or if you put even as low as $1 on Patreon, you get access to a special tab in the Discord. It's a secret, don't let anyone know about it. That you can see all the early videos and stuff there, so lots of fun. Like, I just recorded 9 videos yesterday. I'm not going to release 9 videos publicly today, but those will be up, within the next couple days. So, if you want to see early videos, if you're like, damn, Nick just doesn't upload enough videos, he doesn't upload fast enough. When can I see the next Metal Gear Solid video that we all clamor for? There you go. Go on Patreon or YouTube, either. But yeah, thank you guys, and I can't wait to see you the next month. Goodbye.